going on? It's Dark Musician Girl. So there is a lot that I need to cover that happened in the past 2 days. Of course, even though time keeps going on, the drama never stops. So with that, the first thing I wanted to cover was specifically about Belle Delphine. So if you do not know who Belle Delphine is, you probably have heard of her. She has come up recently in the news for selling a specific item to her followers, and that specific item was, of course, bathwater. And of course, she sold out within a couple minutes of her little capsulated bathwater, which is pretty strange, I'm not gonna lie. And she sold out super quick, so good for her, I guess, for making a commission and basically making a fool out of her followers. What do you do with bathwater? Do you drink it? Who knows? Anyways, Belle Delphine, she got arrested and she released her mugshot yesterday, and with the title of "I got arrested." And so everybody was like, what did she get arrested for? Like, was she publicly intoxicated? What was going on? She later on added on, "I got arrested because somebody took my hamster and I vandalized their car in order to get my hamster back." So shows a picture of said person's car and it says, give me back my effing hamster. And she painted also a Pepe, you know, like the frog Pepe, as a clown face. So she got arrested for that. Personally, what I think is a lot of people were applauding her in the comments saying, yes, get arrested. And I'm like, I hope you guys are being sarcastic, because it's really concerning if you are actually kind of giving her the okay to get arrested. It's super weird, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people were like being very sarcastic, hopefully cross fingers that they were being sarcastic. But other than that, I mean, power to her for releasing her own mugshots before anybody else finds them. I always feel like you give power back to yourself when you do things just yourself. Like people releasing their own news, they're saying, you know what, you're not going to hold any power against me. I'm just going to release them myself. So I think her releasing her own mugshot and being like, hey guys, I got arrested before anybody starts telling you anything otherwise, I think is kind of giving power back to the person that is involved. So I applaud her for that. I don't applaud her for her behavior, but I applaud her for basically letting everybody know this is what happened, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. You know, you never know. I've never seen an e-girl get into this kind of situation, so who knows? Everything is new every day. Going on to the next topic, Trisha Paytas came out as transgender, and a lot of people were very heated at the topic. Heated because of the fact that I think personally, seeing from an outside view, I've only watched a couple of Trisha Paytas' videos, and from what I've seen, she is a person that does things for clout. She does some things out of pocket. She does some things for attention, and she does not seem like a stable person. She is a very fun person to watch, and I can tell why a lot of people are very entertained by her, because she is not stable. She makes good content because a lot of people are attracted to drama. They're attracted to that kind of stuff, and she is drama filled. She doesn't stop, and there is no stopping her. So I think with this kind of situation, if she is actually coming out as transgender and it's not something that's attention seeking, then I mean, good for her. But I know a lot of people did not take to how she came out too well. I think that the way that she explained herself wasn't what everybody would consider a normal explanation to being transgender, and I don't know what normal is or what is out of pocket for explaining yourself as transgender. So I just want to know from your point of view, if you have a family member or you know somebody that's transgender, or you are transgender yourself, what do you feel about the situation, or what do you feel about it personally, just seeing everything come out? I personally don't have a specific opinion about it. I just know that she's a very unstable person, and that clearly she does a lot of things for clout. So what seems to say that this isn't for clout, you know? Nobody knows, right? So that's all I have to say. Please leave your comment down below on any of these issues. What do you feel about Belle Delphine getting arrested? What do you feel about Trisha Paytas coming out as transgender? Like I told you, it's so much that happens during the week that I can't seem to catch up on the drama, and I'm like, I need to make a video on this soon. So the next thing that I actually want to really talk about, of course, is the Dolan Twins. So the Dolan Twins recently released a video in collaboration with Shane about something, and everybody was like, what is this something about? They're like, this is about the James Charles thing. They're gonna expose him being weird around them. Nah, it's about their dad. It's about their dad. Oh, the people who were saying on the side that it was about their dad were absolutely right. It was kind of about their dad. They got that one. Then we got a specific subtopic right about the whole thing. But the whole thing was about them being burnt out from YouTube. And if you're like, what? They're burnt out from YouTube? Yes, if you don't know who the Dolan Twins are or you don't know their origins, they literally started when they're 14. They're two 19-year-old twins that started YouTube when they're 14, and they literally uploaded every week for 5 years. Like, I can't even grasp uploading every week for me because it's so much anxiety for me, and it's so much to have to write out a script and have to think about how I'm going to do things or what am I going to bring up. I can't believe that they did it every single week for 5 years. That's basically a nonstop job that you couldn't take a break from. And that was very sad. I am actually a viewer of the Dolan Twins, and I've just started recently watching them for the past year and a half and seeing that they were just drained from their videos. And you can kind of tell when they got back from their break from when their father passed away, they didn't seem the same at all. And they didn't seem the same. It felt like a lot of their content was forced. It felt like they were just churning out stuff. It wasn't being thoughtful. It was just like pew, 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 pew. What can we do next week? We'll do this random thing next week. We'll do this random thing next week. And it just felt like they were just throwing things just to throw them out. And that's what they literally explained in their video. They talked to Shane and they're like, hey, we don't feel like we can consistently upload for Tuesdays every week for the rest of our lives. Somebody asked us, what do we see ourselves in 5 years? Do we still see ourselves on YouTube or even uploading every week? And that they didn't even know how to respond. So I don't even blame them for just all of it. A lot of stuff hit them this year. Even comprehending how to cope with losing your parent is insane. It's super insane. And that's what eventually they got to talking about. And Shane wasn't sure whether or not he should bring it up. And they ended up bringing it up that they didn't even have time to cope. They only took 1 month off. They didn't even talk about it in their YouTube, and they don't talk about anything in their personal lives. There's nothing on their social media. They just said that they're having a hard time, and it was just all like fabricated kind of. It was just like, we are happy all the time, and it was sad. Like, and them being able to confront themselves saying, you know what, we are messing up here, we are not doing what we're supposed to do, we don't feel happy with ourselves, was refreshing. Because it's like, finally these guys, like, they got it. They get that they're gonna get burnt out from doing this a lot of the time. And even them, like, them opening up on how it was with their father and going back to Jersey every other week in order to take care of their father and help their mom out, that it was draining for them. They were either the caregiver or they were filming. They were the caregiver or they were filming. And I'm like, it's so sad. Like, just watching them talk about it, and not even that, you can still tell that they're not processing their feelings, and they're just like they're still in that state of like numbness of where they've numbed themselves. I don't know like how to even explain how they were. I know that people grieve in different ways. There was like a block. That's the best way I can explain it. There was a block between them and the emotions that they're supposed to be feeling, and it could be that they weren't comfortable in front of the camera, and they even said it themselves that they're not comfortable even sharing their emotions in front of each other, that they'll just cry by themselves. And I'm like, this is super sad. Like, this is super sad. This is super upsetting for me, because I'm like, I watch these dudes. Like, these dudes are always hilarious. They always super upbeat and positive. And it just shows that they really care about their audience and their fan base. They're always thinking about their fan base. That's why they kept filming. They're like, we are responsible for our fan base, and we feel like we're letting them down. They're like, we're letting them down if we don't film every week. But they didn't understand they need to take care of themselves first, because if they don't take care of themselves first, they're gonna put out bad content, and bad content is gonna burn them out, and they're just gonna not like anything that they're doing, and their fans are gonna notice, and their fans are gonna deplete, of course. So it was good that they had this sort of wake-up call, and they're like, you know what, we need to stop what we're doing, and we need to take a pause and refresh. And that's basically what Shane told them. It's like, just take a break, come back whenever you need to, just let your fans know through social media that you're gonna come back. But one of the things that I always noticed was that these dudes did not have a social life. They didn't have a life outside of YouTube. And you could tell by their Instagram, you could tell by a lot of their posts. A lot of the posts is just like going to the gym, going to a major event that they're gonna film about. Always centered around their YouTube and not what they actually wanted to do. So it was super sad. So yeah, leave your comments down below. What did you feel about watching the video? If you didn't watch the video, how did you feel with my explanation? Do you feel super sad for them? What do you think should be their route to go about it? Did you feel like they should do a memorial video like Shane asked them to do? Like maybe they should do a memorial video for their father and like recreate some of the things that he'd like to do with the video, but he wasn't telling them what to do. He was just like, this is a suggestion, just take it as a suggestion. So of course, like, what do you think? Like, what do you think they're supposed to do? What do you think was gonna go down? Do you think that everything just piled up on them and it just exploded and now they're just realizing it? Or do you think that they always knew that they didn't want to upload weekly? It's just they didn't know how to tell their fans. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and like for more content. Please click on the little bell notification if you want to get notified on what's coming up next. Of course, I'm going to be uploading weekly, weekly, because drama never stops. I actually feel like I won't get burned out from this kind of stuff because I am a talker. I like to talk. And I know that a lot of people like to listen. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye.